Okay, so we're doing the asans on the last stages of our asans. Yeah, so we finished the asans now. Few more left. So we can do the Chandra Namaskar. Yeah, so we'll do Chandra Namaskar this time. Okay, so we're almost there. So let's continue. A little bit more space. Not very helpful. Okay, right. So Chandra Namaskar, yeah, we're doing trigonometry. So go down, touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, take yourself as far down as possible. Trying to touch the right knee. Okay, things happening. Something, one other thing happening. Try and just close this. What's happening? Okay. Don't know what's happening, but never mind. Okay. Okay, so Chandra Namaskar. Yeah, we're doing Chandra Namaskar. Okay. So with this one, again, hands together. Try and reach your knees. Touch your knee. Keeping your legs straight. Then bend your left knee. Come down. And then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come breathe in. Twist yourself. Sit in your right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up slowly. Do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold yourself. Fantastic. Bend your right knee. Go down. Lift yourself up. Go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Now this time, sitting on your left ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back up slowly. Try and touch your ankles inside. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And inside, outside, and up. In, out, up, in, out, up. Come back. Twist your body. Twist, twist, twist. With your knee. Open up, inside out, outside in, outside in, outside in. Okay. Now, the last part is the Surya Namaskar. Yeah, so we finish it off asanas by Surya Namaskar. Do at least 3 times. We do 3 cycles of it. Breathe in. Om Suryaye Namah. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and touch your toes. Breathe out. Push your right leg back. Straighten yourself up. Both legs back. Plank position. Asthamasana. Chins, knee, and toes are touching only. Bring back up. Bhujangasana. Lift, lift. Parvatasana. Try and touch the floor if you can. Right leg up. Left leg up, down, left leg in, looking up, 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 bringing legs together, touch the floor, back up. This time from the left side, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, touch the floor, left legs go back, straighten yourself, up, up, both legs together, breathe out, touch the floor, chin, knee, and toes. Up, Bhujangasana. Bring it back, Parvatasana. Left leg up, right leg up, down, inside, pull together, and up. 1 cycle. So we do 2 more of this cycle. So breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So if you can't do any of those asanas 40-45 minutes we did, just do Surya Namaskar and should be okay. Can do at least that much, should be all right, okay? Now just to end, before we do Yoga Nidra, so I do the Sirasana and then we'll do Shavasana, yeah? Finish it with headstand. Okay. So obviously, when you're upside down, you need to lie down and make sure balance your blood flow to your brain. And it becomes a good time to actually do our Yoga Nidra. So we'll do what's called Shavasana. And with that, Yoga Nidra. I think this is a nice thing to do. Yoga Nidra, lying down, lie down flat, hands by your side. Your hands are open, up, facing up. Your legs about 2 centimeters separated from each other. Your neck straight. Your eyes are closed. Your ears are open. Your third eye is open. So now, I'll take you a journey of your body. And after that, the journey of the universe. Because what we are basically part of this universe. The more we understand our body, the better we become in terms of healthy emotion, mind control. And it gives you a lot of intuition, understanding of your consciousness in you. The more you understand of the universe, the more appreciative you become of the eternal consciousness, the creator, the energy that is there, the divinity. And when you understand both, then you realize that we are part of the entire creation, that we are not separate beings as such. It's only the body which goes through these cycles. So breathe in through your nose, deeply take it all through your throat and into the lungs. Observe as the breath goes into the lung and becomes blood, which is pumped to the 50 trillion cells in your body from head to toe. Now that prana is what, in a very simple level, we know that's how we live. So if something is so important, obviously you need to concentrate on it. Okay, so something which is your life, you need to understand that. What is happening? How is it doing to it? Because you are a human, you are not an animal or a plant. You've been given the intelligence to understand. So you have to understand. It's no choice for human beings. They have to. The danger is if you don't, you try and actually bring down yourself really, really to a very, very simple level of living, which is not. what a human being should be doing, because otherwise there are other life forms that you then might as well be in those life forms. So breathe again, prana. Observe the entire universe, which is unlimited space. 99% is space. Our body, 99% is space as well. Organs are viscous. There is hollow organ. The baby grows in a womb. 1% are only electrons and protons. So understand the vastness, the space that this is. And within this space, everything happens. But you can't forget about the space, because that's the most powerful component of whatever is happening in you or outside you. It's called akash, space. Now breathe again, second time. Deeply, this time, now observe that 5 liters of air goes inside your lungs. And when you're breathing out from toes to the head, similar amount of air should come out. But a lot of time, a lot of air doesn't go out, and your carbon dioxide and other toxins are not actually expressed out. So that's why you need to have a conscious breath. Breathe out, observe it. Take it to your belly button and press your belly button so that apan, it's called apan. The second type of pran is called apan, so it causes exhalation from your belly button down towards all the way leg. So you have this feeling, sensation, touch, motor, sensory, proprioception, coordination of your body is dependent on the apan prana. Now breathe the second, the third one. Deep breath. Now bring it to your tummy area. Observe the sun itself, by which the universe survives, or our universe survives on this sun. It's got fire, nuclear fission, which burns, which gives energy. Takes about 8 minutes for that light to reach Earth. In our body, there is a sun energy as well. It's called Jatharagni, which burns the food. Concentrate there so that your metabolism, your digestive process, or other, sun being the energy, the Agni, the Shakti, which makes this universe survive, the same way that Agni Shakti in you makes this body survive. It's a similar correlation, correlate to it. Okay? Now breathe again. This time, take your breath right to the area of heart. The fourth one is called Udan. Udan means fluid, moisture in the universe. And 70% of Earth, as you know, is water, ocean. Your body is 70% ocean, water as well. From your womb, where the baby floats, or the brain floats, your heart floats, your lung floats. Everything floats within this fluid component, Udan Shakti, which gives you cohesion, Shitalta. So observe that. Find that peace in yourself with this. You know how the sea is still, you can see your face in it. When your body is still, you will see the true self yourself in it. Udan Shakti. And the last one of the pran is called Vyam. So breathe in and run your breath all the way from the head down the vertebrae right to your legs. So it's your body, the structure, the 206 bones, the skeletal system, the muscle, which is stool. Then your digestive process, the electrical energy conduction system. Then further, it is the vibrations, the frequency, the energy. As you go deeper, it becomes more subtle. It's called Anu. The atomic forms, the more the small something is, the more powerful it is actually. The larger it is, it's actually not. So find that Anu form of Vyan, 5 liters of blood that circulates through air, the 5 liters of air that we take in. And then there are 5 uppran called Nag, Kurma, Karikal, Devdat, Dhananjay. And they are to do with your peristalsis, food movement, your hiccups you get, the eyelids, and other small functions that are happening all the time. So being conscious is what is called Yog Nidra. And these are subconscious. That's why you need Yog Nidra. You need to think about them. Otherwise, you will never know or be concentrating on it. The second component of the parasympathetic involuntary system is the digestive process. So you have control of what you buy, what you bring, and then what you cut or you cook, and to the point of taking it to your mouth. Chewing is still in your control to tell you, are you doing the right thing as a remembrance? Thereafter, you have no control. Once it goes down the palate in the esophagus, the 40 centimeter tube, it is all subconscious. Whatever you put in, you think your body is a refrigerator, it will keep it well and good. If it's a battery, then it will do that. It will digest something and leave it in your body. So the acid burns it, the small bowel, large bowel twists and turns, and it absorbs in the blood. That's how you get the energy, and that's how we become what we are from a little tiny baby. It's the food that makes this physical body. Actually, more than that, the food also makes your emotions, the mind, the inner component as well. So be mindful of what we eat, because you want to maintain your microbiome. It's called the good health of your tummy is important for good health in terms of physical, avoiding diabetes, pressure, avoiding depression, anxiety, and other illness. Because there are about 2 trillion bacteria that needs to be kept in your tummy. There are many of them. We have only about 20,000 genes. The bacterial genes are far, far many more than us in our body. So be mindful of what we, taking gaseous drinks, soda, refined food, and all these things removes this bacterial flora. Now, the fourth function is excretory function of your body. Take your closed eye, the third eye, towards your tummy area on the sides and watch where the kidney sits, because its function is to filter the entire blood in your body. Like we talked about the lungs, how it does the oxygenation and takes the carbon dioxide out. Kidney is a filtering system. The blood goes through it, it takes out toxins, then it moves it through the ureter. So having good amount of water, 2 to 3 liters, so that stones don't form, that filtration happens good. Be aware, your bladder, urethra, excretion function is very important, otherwise the body will die from poison. Now bring your attention to your fingertips, to your wrist, to your elbow, your cornea, your shoulder, your vertebra, come from the head, go down to your poli, airy, come to the gutnas, the knees, your pelvic bones, the energy centers that sit around there, Ida, which is associated with Chandranavi or moon positioning. So we had full moon the other day. Yeah, so these positionings, satellite of Earth, actually has a lot of impact on all, as you can understand, vegetations, plant, your tidal waves, the water moving. In the body, it's a similar thing, hormone secretions. Observation of these things. On the right side is the Surya Nabhi or the Pingla. With that, your major functions of the body are expressed through the brain, which is called circadian rhythm. So thalamus, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, posterior, anterior, many hormones called prolactin, ADH, ACTH, many of them comes down, has impact on entire body, which is a cyclic nature. That's why we say you need to wake up before sunrise, because your body will function then better, because it is cycling. You like it or not, Earth is spinning. Your body is spinning as well. You don't just feel it. That's another thing. We don't hear our heartbeat even. So lots of things we can't hear within ourselves now. So there's lots of things that we are not aware of. Consciousness. So brainstem, okay? So pituitary gland. Again, the tiniest endocrine organ in your body has the most serious function in your body in terms of feeling good, being at peace, happiness, endorphin, serotonin, dopamine, all these things give you this effect. Your thyroid, your parathyroid, your thymus in your chest, the kurma, mada, maja, asti, bone marrow, lymph nodes. Your immune system is maintained so that you balance your adrenal gland. Otherwise, your adrenal gland will be busted by fight, fright, and flight response, and the body freezes. And that's where a lot of physical illness happen, because your body is always in the state of fear and is only running, is scared that something bad will happen all the time. So that's why yoga and many of these Hindu practices are very helpful, because they're scientific in a manner. They're balancing your inner system, your physiology, your biological functions. As it says, 95% of your function is parasympathetic, which is run by without your control, without your real conscience. It's subconscious. It's called vasovagal tone, which runs from brainstem, and entire body is regulated. Your constriction of your eyelid, your slowing of your heart rate, expulsion of dead air from your lung, secretions of glands, be it pancreas, gallbladder, liver, diaphragm, all these things are very important, because if you're not aware of them, your only adrenal or sympathetic function is running your body. That's why you'll drain out, you'll exhaust yourself, and the body ends up being sick. So important to be doing yoga nidra, pranayam, some asans, walking in the bush, going for a sea, to the nature, being involved in it, expressing, vasovagal function of the body, which is rest, relaxation, regeneration, creativity of this body. It's paramount that you look after this. So yoga nidra is actually the journey. It makes you consciously see to yourself. Now come to your attention, your two eyes, two ears, two nostrils, one tongue or jibba, कर्म इंद्रियां, मल, मूत्र, हाथ पैर बात करने की शक्ति. These are antennas to your body. Direct connection to the universe, your neighborhood, your friendship, which takes it to your mind. So mind, ego, all these things then regulate your body in a manner which is really, really difficult to understand. But try and understand a little bit of this, how this body functions as a holistic manner, not only very superficial, simplistic level of your sensual based type of reaction only. It's much more deeper than that. Now, bring your attention right to the tip of your tailbone. On the left side, there's a channel. On the right side, there's a channel, and there's a major channel through the spinal cord. Okay, so that's called spinal cord, Sushumna. And the energy centers run from Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddhi, Nashikagara, Dalar, Trikuti, Ajna, Sahasra on the top. And once you find a balance, and this is why being a human, you have this potential actually not to be defeatist and say, oh, it's all my fate or my destiny or my nasib or whatever. No, it's all a bullshit. Everything is in your control, what you want to do with your life. Like you have achieved so far to be living in this country when it was a choice. Many people didn't choose to do hard work and are still struggling. In same way, the learning doesn't end. Only the subtlety of it becomes different. As you become more understanding, what you aspire to find is much more subtle and much more deeper. Ultimately, then you find what means dharma, kama, moksha, prapti. So now keep lying down, observe yourself as the third component of your body, from sthul, suksham sharir to karan sharir, the machinery of this body, the subtle nature, the power beyond all these senses and the emotions and the other factors that we talked about. Take yourself, look yourself from your ceiling of your house now.
Your body is lying down. Keep going further up, you can see entire Australia. Go 200 kilometers and you'll see the International Space Station. Now, for the first time, you can observe how fast the Earth is spinning, about 250 kilometers per second, and it twists as well at the same time. But while on Earth, we have no idea. But that's the truth. It's not that Earth is flat, as a lot of people were believing up to very recently even. It is beyond you to understand. So watch the Akash, Ganga, or the Milky Way, the nebula, where the Earth sits, is actually a piece of dust, particle. It's irrelevant. There are 2 trillion galaxies. About in our system, universe, there is sun and 9 planetary system. There is moon, our satellite. Understand the distance of it has a meaning. Time, space, mass, energy, weight, particles, the sphere of the universe, the gravity, the black hole. What happens to all this is directly impacts us as well, because we are expression of those molecules. The periodic table that we learn in the school, everything that is there for 5 million billion years is actually what are the things that makes this physical body. The energy of it is what gives us the freedom to, when you understand, then you could travel far and beyond the parallel universe, the time dilation, the multiverse, the dark matter, dark energy, which is 90%, which is we don't understand, but it's talked about in Rig Veda, Sri Nasadya Sukha. It tells you about this whole concept, creation, how many, what they are, and slowly the science itself is whatever they're explaining is coming towards them. So absorb that energy, find the irrelevance of your body and the ego that you have, that you are nothing, Earth is even nothing, and return slowly to your body. Charge yourself. So I say every week, join me, at least I help you charge your body. 1 week it will last, give you this kind of energy, the balance, the grounding that all of us need. And then whole week we can function well and we can look after our body, come up, sit. So that's Yoga Nidra with Shavasana. I'm sure you feel better because it gave you a good rest, especially after doing asans. It's actually good to have a bit of a rest. But if you do yoga, then the amount of your sleep becomes less and less because you're actively sleeping, meaning you are going through the phases of your deep sleep in a very, very deep manner. Otherwise, 7 to 8 hours is a requirement of sleep just by passively healing your body. And we all have to do that. But if you get into the space of Yoga Nidra, understanding Jagrit, Swapna, Shushupti, Turyatat, Bhargav, or Chetna Sthiti, then the yogic sleep actually takes out the many hours of your sleep. So I wake up every day about 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then I do the whole day work. I have the most amount of energy. People who know me, they know. So the power or the pharmacy, the best pharmacy is this body. Let's not get dependent on external pharmacies. Then your natural synthesis of all the medications and the shuddhis that are in the body are suppressed otherwise because it's a negative cycle to your body. So that's why it's very helpful doing asans, those phases that we went through, as I was explaining, through the Yoga Nidra then, taking through the journey, expressing your parasympathetic system is actually paramount for balancing your physical, emotional, mental body, because it's not a machine. It's actually a living organism. It's a living being. It is much more complicated and intricate. The next part to help with your helping your asana and yoga nidra is actually pranayama or pran kriya. So we do first pran kriya, which are active ritualistic actions, and that actually stimulates our parasympathetic vasovagal tone. The first one being, so breathing deeply through your nose, deeply through your out. Yes, so in through your nose, out through your nose, deep. Tummy goes out, tummy gets in. So, run here. So the Bhastika pranayam, yeah. So if you get cut out, then please rejoin, yeah. I will be there. Just rejoin. Bhastika pranayam. So we're breathing deeply through our nose, deeply throughout. Your belly button goes out, belly button goes in. Now, the variation of it is, if you have a problem, you can't actually do it, then we can actually just do Surya or Sudarshan Kriya. Yeah. So make a fist as you breathe in, open and close as you breathe out, and push your belly button in. So breathe in. Yeah, so it's actually very strenuous. The breathing exercises, as you get used to, you'll find out actually they are, requires much more energy than even your asans, because you have to be very still and straight sitting as well as controlling at the same time. So Bhastika pranayam. Sudarshan Kriya. One more time. Okay, so as I said, as you practice, you'll become, the energy is more and focus is more. Don't worry if you have to do a little bit only, just do. Don't worry. As I keep saying, yoga is to de-stress, not to stress. So whatever way you can do it, do it. Don't feel shy or anything. There's no perfection required in this. So perfection is required only for if you want to go seriously deep into, traveling yogic shakti, siddhis, and other things. But for good health, being at peace, having a nice, energetic life, this is, you can do it anywhere. There's no real hard and fast rule about it. And I learned it in a very broken manner. There's nothing. Yeah, and it gives me a lot of energy, guides me all the time. So it's my own personal journey in it, that you don't have to be very strict about things. Try and do it. Discipline is more important rather than being perfect. Yeah. So that's Bhastika. Now we do what's called Ujjayi pranayam. So Ujjayi is for your throat, chest, immune system, bone marrow, mada, asti, all these things, stimulation of your internal cell production. So and you'll feel the vibrations in your throat, because we are really actually feel the vibrations. So you're breathing through the throat, in through the nose, goes inside, and as you come out again to the throat and to the nose out.
Now we further press on our throat, the thymus and the gland that are area by doing udan, yeah? So pushing your chin on your chest, holding it there, and breathing in through your throat again. Bring your neck up, close your right nostril, breathe out through the left. I don't have to tell you, but you will feel the peace, yeah? The breath somehow has this kind of very magic effect on you. You sleep for hours, you still can't find this much peace. And if you're doing breathing exercise very quickly, you find this inner peace in yourself. So you'll feel it yourself. I'm just telling you loudly. That's called Ujjayi Pranayam. Now we do Agnisar. Agnisar basically on Jataragni component, metabolism, weight loss, balancing. So we breathe in deeply, breathe out, push your belly button in, then out while you're holding the breath. So, so breathe in, breathe out. Slowly, the amount of time you can hold your breath will increase. And you know, Swami Dayanand, Rishi, used to be able to hold his breath for so long. Actually, the book, his life story that I'm writing, and he describes how he avoided so many people so many times when they tried to kill him, being in water for so long. Yeah, he used to do this pranayams. So he was master of his breath. Agnisar, yeah. So breathe in, breathe out, hold the breath, and then move your belly button in and out. If you find it hard to sit on the floor, don't worry. You can sit it on the settee or a chair. If you can't have mudra position, use your hand like this on the back to support yourself. So your body is still. So breathe like this. Breathe out. As I say, you can vary the way you do things as long as you can actually try and learn to do it. It's all okay. One way is not the only way to do things. So you can either support yourself back, you can sit on a chair with the back to support your back. But the primary thing being your spine needs to be like in an erect position. That's the main thing. One more time. Agnisar. Now we'll start Kapalbhati. And we talk about Kapalbhati every time, yeah? One of the most important pran kriyas, metaphorically opening your Kapal, fontanel, the Sahasra Chakra, the universal connection. We talked in the Yoga Nidra quite deeply today, how it's all connected to our body. So once you are born, as I said, the baby connects with the universe.